Okay, recording.
Hey, welcome to The Most Epic Adventures. I'm your host, Rob Zip. Today is Monday, the 25th of May, 2020. It is Memorial Day here in the United States, and I am at Natural Bridge Caverns right outside of San Antonio, Texas, about to take the Discovery Tour. We were going to take the full package tour, but you need to be here several hours before your ticket says you need to be here. So just keep that in mind if you decide to come here. We're going to take a look inside to see what kind of awesome caves they have here, and hopefully my friend Rob, not me, my other friend Rob, will make it not suck. So anyway, the music will be coming from one of his bands, so hope you enjoy the scenery and the music. I'm Rob Zip, and you're watching The Most Epic Adventures! Alright, so I recorded that and didn't feel like re-recording it. This is Natural Bridge Caverns, again, outside of San Antonio, Texas. I went there today, Memorial Day 2020. That's our tour guide, Joey. He was pretty cool. Because of the COVID-19, the tours were very small, and there actually weren't many people there, thankfully. And I did not get Rob to edit this because I didn't take as much footage as I wanted, and some of the stuff was better than others. Some of it's a little shaky. I was just using my iPhone. I didn't have my phone rig, and also won't have any music from them. But I will try to put some background music going here and make it kind of spooky along with my lame voiceover. So we just took the tour. It was me and Kayla, and there's two other groups of 3 people. So in total there were 9, including the tour guide, going down there. I think typically there are probably about 15 or 20 people per group. Kayla and I did wear masks. No one else did. The tour guide wore like a bandana at the beginning, but ended up taking that off. And it was kind of hard to breathe with the masks on down there. It is very humid. Thankfully, it wasn't super hot. But if you want to go down there at Natural Bridge Caverns and outside of San Antonio, Texas, they'll tell you all about stalactites, stalagmites, and ribbons, and bacon, and all that other good stuff. It is very cool. They have 2 separate tours you can go on. As I said in the little intro, we tried to do both, but we didn't see, I did not see the small fine print that said you needed to be there 3 hours before your scheduled time. Why the hell would you have to be somewhere 3 hours before the scheduled time? That makes no sense. But it was written on there, and they did give me my a refund. But it was kind of a bummer because we wanted to do both. But we did enjoy this that we did do. The Natural Bridge Caverns is really cool. So if you are in the area or you're able to go into the San Antonio area, I recommend highly checking it out. They do a cool thing, explaining the cave and how it was founded, or how it was found, and the bats that lived there before and everything else. And it is really impressive way to see nature. They had to blast some holes to get down there, but it is totally worth it. There's nothing being done down there now other than it being used as a state historic site. I think it's a World Heritage Site even. And it is amazing formations of nature that take, thousands and thousands of years to form. Look at these giant freaking columns here. It's just freaking mind-bending to think about how long it takes these water droplets that are just full of calcium and stuff They just drip and drip and drip till it forms these massive structures. So very cool place. I highly recommend checking it out. Just make sure you get there plenty early. And, since this is we're still in a pandemic, folks. So be careful. Use your best judgment. Wear your masks. There was plenty of hand sanitizer around. There was a hand washing station. As soon as we exited, everyone washed their hands because you really do need to keep your hands on the rails on some of the spots because it is slippery. The floors are good about having some good traction, but make sure you wear some good rubber sole shoes when you're in there. Because I had a coworker, I should say, that went down there a couple of years ago wearing some Skechers shape-ups. And, of course, when you're wearing Skechers shape-ups, it's not really good for your feet. Actually, I think they recalled those. But he ended up, tearing up his ACL really bad when he slipped wearing those. So, do not wear Skechers shape-ups in caves or in any form of life. They're just not they're not good, but very cool stuff. I'm just gonna ramble on. I liked how this had a flat ceiling here going up there. I took a few pictures of this. So I shot some video, and then during the video I this is all through the iPhone 11 Max Pro. I think that's the full title of my phone. It's just the iPhone. When you're shooting video, you can snap some stills while you're shooting the video, which I think is a cool feature. And here I am. Oh, there's my finger. Here's my finger. So a little better shot there. This is actually still from that video that you just saw. So using iMovie, I just added all the clips together. And here is the end of the tour here. Very exciting stuff. This is why I didn't want Rob to waste his time trying to edit something together. So that's why I just decided to just take these clips and slap it together on iMovie. And I'll post this myself. So everyone check out Rob's bands, Of the Fallen and Calderas. They're both great bands. And yes, we did opt to purchase the photo.